Hello, and welcome back to our daily English talk.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here today.
If you're new here, please click that subscribe button and like this video.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Roy. Didn't you know? This is a place to practice listening and speaking with simple, real English.
Please help us by liking this video and subscribing. It means a lot to us.
Today feels like a very practical day to talk about something important. I am sitting here calmly and thinking about daily conversations. These are the small talks we have every day without planning. They help us feel natural in English.
I really like this topic because it feels very real. Daily conversations are not long or difficult. They are short, simple, and friendly. When learners know these conversations, English feels easier.
Many learners understand English well, but they feel unsure when speaking. Often, it is because they do not know what to say in daily situations. Daily conversations give you ready ideas. They help your voice feel prepared.
Yes, and daily conversations happen everywhere. They happen at home, at work, and outside. You do not need special English for them. You only need simple and natural words.
When I think about daily conversations, I think about greetings and small talk. I think about saying hello, asking how someone is, or talking about the day. These are small moments, but they are very important.
I agree, and these small moments help people feel comfortable together. When we talk about simple things, we build connection. English becomes a bridge, not a barrier.
Curious, Emma, when you meet someone during the day, what kind of conversation feels easiest for you? I feel like simple questions help start everything. Many learners wonder how to begin.
For me, simple questions feel best. I like asking how someone is or how their day is going. These questions are friendly and open. They invite a calm answer.
That is a very good point, and it feels very natural. Daily conversations are not about giving information. They are about showing care and interest. That feeling matters more than perfect words.
Yes, and when learners understand that, speaking feels less stressful. You are not trying to impress anyone, you are just being friendly. That is real English.
I want listeners to notice that daily conversations often repeat. We say the same kinds of things every day. That repetition is helpful. It gives your mouth practice.
Repetition makes English feel familiar. When something feels familiar, it feels safe. Safety helps the voice come out more easily. That is very important for beginners.
Many learners think they need new sentences every time they speak, but daily English does not work like that. We reuse phrases. That is normal and natural.
I want listeners to feel relieved hearing that. You do not need to create new sentences all the time. Using the same simple phrases is good practice. It builds confidence.
Right now, I imagine listeners listening quietly and thinking about their day. You may remember small conversations you already had. Maybe you said hello or thank you. Those moments count.
Yes, even saying hello is English practice. Small words matter. They are the building blocks of natural speaking. Do not underestimate them.
Curious, do you notice how daily conversations often feel short? We talk for a moment, then move on. That is very normal. You do not need long conversations to speak naturally.
I notice that too, and it helps me relax. I do not need to talk a lot. I just need to say something simple and kind. That feels manageable.
This is very good news for beginners. You do not need long speaking time. You just need small, clear moments. Daily conversations give you those moments.
I hope listeners feel encouraged by that. Speaking English does not have to feel heavy. It can be light and short. That is how it works in real life.
When I talk about daily conversations, I feel calm. They are predictable and friendly. Knowing what to say helps the mind relax. Relaxation helps speaking.
I feel the same way. When I know the conversation pattern, I feel ready. My voice feels more confident. That confidence grows slowly over time.
I want listeners to remember that natural English comes from daily use, not from difficult lessons. When you use English every day, even in small ways, it becomes natural.
Yes, natural English grows from real life. It grows when you listen, repeat, and use simple phrases. That is why daily conversations are so important.
As we start this topic together, I want listeners to feel safe and relaxed. This is not a test. It's a friendly space to listen and learn.
Please stay comfortable wherever you are. You can listen quietly and imagine these conversations. Your mind is already practicing.
I am very happy to talk about this topic with you today. Daily conversations are the key to natural English.
Yes, thank you so much for being here with us. We will continue slowly in the next part and explore more daily conversations together, one calm step at a time.
As we move into this part, I want to focus on how daily conversations often starts without warning. You may be walking, working, or resting, and suddenly someone speaks to you. These moments can feel surprising, but they are very normal.
I really like that you said without warning, because that is very true. Daily conversations are not planned. They happen naturally, and they often start with very small words. Knowing that can help learners feel less afraid.
I think many learners feel nervous when someone speaks to them suddenly in English. They feel they must answer quickly and perfectly. But daily conversations do not need perfect answers. They need simple and calm responses.
Yes, simple responses are enough. When someone asks a small question, you can give a small answer. You do not need to explain everything. One short sentence is already good English.
Emma, when someone talks to you unexpectedly, what helps you feel calm? I think learners want to know how to handle these moments.
For me, it helps to take a short breath and smile. Then I answer slowly. I remind myself that this is just a normal conversation, not a test. That thought helps my voice relax.
That is a very helpful idea. A short breath can change how we feel. When the body relaxes, the mind feels clearer. That makes speaking easier.
I hope listeners remember that. You are allowed to pause. Pausing is not wrong. It gives you time to think and choose simple words.
Pauses are part of real English. Native speakers pause all the time. Silence does not mean you failed. Silence means you are thinking.
Yes, and thinking is good. You do not need to rush your answer. A calm answer is better than a fast answer. Calm English sounds natural.
Another important part of daily conversations is listening carefully. Often, the other person speaks more than you. Your job is to listen and respond in a small way.
Listening takes pressure away. When I listen carefully, I feel less stressed. I do not need to create ideas. I just respond to what I hear.
That is very important for beginners. You do not need to lead the conversation. You can follow. Following is easier and very natural.
I like following conversations too. It feels safe. I can answer with yes, okay, or I understand. These words are simple but powerful.
Do you think learners feel shy because they think their answers are too short? I think many people worry about that.
Yes, I think so. But short answers are very common in daily life. We do not always speak in long sentences. Short answers are normal and friendly.
That is an important thing to remember. Speaking naturally does not mean speaking a lot. It means speaking in a way that fits the moment.
I agree. Talking about small things helps break silence. It makes people feel close. English becomes friendly and human.
When I imagine listeners later today, I imagine them hearing someone speak English to them. Maybe it is a greeting or a small comment. That moment can feel easier now.
I hope listeners feel more prepared. You do not need to know everything. You only need to respond simply and kindly. That's enough.
Every small response builds experience. Experience builds confidence. Confidence makes the next conversation easier.
That is how progress works. Step by step, moment by moment. Daily conversations slowly change how English feels inside you.
As we continue, we will talk more about how daily conversations grow and how to keep them comfortable. Everything will stay simple and calm.
Thank you for staying with us and listening so carefully. Please stay relaxed and open. We will continue together in the next part.
As we continue into this part, I want to talk about how daily conversations grow little by little. They do not suddenly become long or deep. They slowly change as we feel more comfortable. This slow growth is very natural.
I really like that idea of slow growth because it feels very kind. When we speak every day, even in small ways, our confidence builds quietly. We may not notice it right away, but one day speaking feels easier.
Many learners think they are not improving because they still feel nervous. But feeling nervous does not mean you are not learning. Nervousness often stays even when skill improves. What matters is that you keep speaking.
Yes, nervousness can walk with us for a while. I still feel it sometimes, even now, but I have learned that I can speak even when I feel nervous. That realization is very powerful.
That realization changes everything. When learners understand that they do not need to wait for confidence, they start speaking more. Speaking itself creates confidence. Daily conversations help that happen.
I hope listeners can feel encouraged by that. You do not need to feel ready, you just need to respond in small ways. Saying yes, okay, or thank you is already speaking.
Another important part of daily conversations is responding, not leading. Many conversations do not start with you. Someone else speaks first. Your job is only to answer.
I like that idea because it feels lighter. You do not need to think of topics. You just listen and answer. That makes daily conversations much easier for beginners.
Curious, Emma, do you feel more comfortable answering questions than asking them? I think many learners feel that way. Answering feels safer than starting.
Yes, I do feel that way sometimes. When someone asks me something simple, I can answer calmly. That response feels like a small success. It makes me want to continue.
Those small successes are very important. Each small answer tells your brain that speaking is safe. Over time, your body relaxes more quickly when English appears.
That relaxation changes how your voice sounds. Your voice becomes steadier and clearer. Even simple words sound more natural. That is how fluency begins.
Daily conversations also teach us how to end a conversation naturally. We do not need to explain everything. We often close with simple words and then move on.
Yes, ending a conversation is often easier than people think. You can smile and say something simple. The conversation can finish gently. There is no pressure.
Many learners worry about what to say at the end of a conversation, but endings are usually short. We do not give speeches, we just signal that we are finished.
That signal can be very soft. Sometimes it is just a smile or a short phrase. When learners know that, they feel more comfortable entering conversations too.
Knowing how conversations end makes starting feel safer. You know there is a natural exit. You are not trapped in speaking. That safety matters.
I hope listeners feel that safety now. You can enter daily conversations without fear. You can leave them calmly too. English allows that flexibility.
Another part of daily conversations is tone. We often speak softly and kindly. The tone shows our feeling more than the words. This is very important for natural English.
I agree. Tone carries a lot of meaning. Even if your words are simple, a warm tone helps people understand you. You do not need many words to sound friendly.
Many learners focus only on words and grammar, but daily conversations depend more on tone and timing. Speaking at the right moment with a calm tone matters a lot.
That is very true. When I speak calmly, people listen more closely. They are patient with me. Tone creates comfort on both sides.
I want listeners to notice their tone when they imagine speaking. You can speak softly and slowly. That tone already sounds natural in daily English.
I hope listeners practice that gentle tone inside their mind. Even imagining it helps. Your brain is preparing your voice quietly.
When I imagine listeners later today, I imagine them responding to someone naturally. Maybe you answer a question or say a short sentence. That small moment matters.
Please remember that natural English grows from many small moments like that. You do not need big conversations. You just need daily contact with the language.
Every day you listen and respond, you build familiarity. Familiarity reduces fear. Fear is often the biggest problem, not lack of knowledge.
I hope listeners can feel hopeful about that. Fear can become smaller over time. Daily conversations help shrink it slowly and gently.
As we move toward the final part, I want listeners to hold on to one idea. Speaking naturally does not mean speaking perfectly. It means speaking comfortably.
Yes, comfort is the real goal. When you feel comfortable, your English flows more easily. That comfort grows from daily conversations.
Thank you for staying with us and listening so carefully. You're doing something very good for your English right now.
Yes, thank you for being here with us. We will continue together in the final part and gently bring this topic to a calm and confident close.
Now, as we come to the final part of this conversation, I want to slow everything down and bring all the ideas together. Speaking English naturally is not about big moments. It is about many small daily conversations that feel calm and human.
I feel that calm ending too, and it feels very reassuring. When we look back, we can see that daily conversations are not difficult or scary. They are short, kind exchanges that happen again and again. That repetition is what helps English feel natural.
I want learners to remember that you do not need to change who you are to speak English well. You do not need a new personality or a loud voice. You only need to use simple English in real moments, just as you are.
Yes, being yourself is very important. When you speak naturally, your English sounds more real. Even quiet or simple English can sound confident when it comes from honesty and comfort.
When I think about daily conversations now, I feel less pressure. I realize that most conversations are very short. We say something small, listen, and then move on. That is how daily life works.
I feel the same way. Knowing that conversations can end quickly makes starting them feel easier. You are not signing up for a long talk, you are just sharing a moment.
Curious, Emma, if a learner feels nervous about speaking tomorrow, what gentle advice would you give? Something simple that they can remember during the day.
I would say this: just respond. You do not need to start. If someone speaks to you, answer with one simple sentence. That is enough for today.
That advice feels very kind and realistic. Responding is a great place to begin. You are not forcing anything, you are just joining what is already happening.
And every response is practice. Even a short answer helps your brain and mouth work together. Over time, these small moments add up.
I want learners to notice something important. When you use daily conversations, English becomes part of your life. It is no longer only a study subject. It becomes something you use naturally.
Yes, English becomes familiar when it is part of everyday life. Familiar things feel safe. Safe things are easier to do. That is how speaking grows.
Many learners think they need confidence before they speak, but confidence often comes after speaking, not before. Daily conversations help create that confidence step by step.
I really believe that. Confidence is built quietly. One small conversation today makes the next one easier. You may not notice it at first, but it is happening.
I want listeners to be patient with themselves. Speaking naturally takes time. There is no finish line. You are simply getting more comfortable day by day.
Please remember that mistakes are part of natural English. Even native speakers make mistakes. Mistakes do not stop communication. Silence and fear do.
When I imagine listeners now, I imagine them going into their day with a softer feeling. Maybe you feel less pressure to be perfect. Maybe you feel more open to small conversations.
I hope listeners feel that openness too. You do not need to speak a lot. You only need to stay open to small moments. Those moments are enough.
Daily conversations are not about showing skill. They are about connection. When you focus on connection, English feels easier. You stop judging yourself so much.
Yes, connection makes language feel warm. When language feels warm, the voice comes out more easily. That is what natural English sounds like.
When I think about daily conversations now, I feel very calm and thankful. We talked about English in a very real and gentle way. This is the kind of learning that lasts.
I feel thankful too, and I hope listeners feel supported. You are not alone in learning English. Many people are walking the same path, one small conversation at a time.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Please remember that daily conversations are already part of your life. You are closer to natural English than you think.
Yes, thank you for listening and being here with us. Be kind to yourself, speak gently, and trust the process. We look forward to sharing more calm and helpful English conversations with you again very soon.